pretty much what we're always going to see for now at least. Hello and welcome aboard, and good evening to you all. Today we have a special video showcasing all the graffiti projects that I've been working on. And as you can probably tell, this is an unfamiliar location in terms of space that I'm doing my video in, because today we are actually at Riley's Rail House, which is located along the Norfolk Southern Chicago line in Chesterton, Indiana. And I thought it would be kind of neat to do this video here, you know, watch some trains go by as, you know, I showcase my graffiti projects. And also today we have a special guest. Conductor Riley is here with us today. How you doing, Riley?
Doing good. How about you, Nick?
Good, good, good. Alright, so let's get started and see what we have today. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you each piece one by one and then give a little background about each piece. So this piece here is actually the first official graffiti project I've done. I mean, I've done a few practice ones on junk freight cars and stuff like that, but this is the first official project I've done. And yes, your eyes don't deceive you, it says farts. Why, you may ask? Riley's laughing right there. Why, you may ask? That don't ask, you know, that's just that's just me, my sense of humor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And plus, I will be honest, that is like my favorite word to just randomly use. Like, you know, in fact, Riley, like you might have even experienced this yourself. Actually, I don't know if you have yourself yet, but you know, sometimes I might just randomly text people the word fart. Or have I done that in the group chats even?
I would say probably. It's likely. I don't remember any specific time, but it's likely.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, that's this piece here. So why don't we move on and take a look at the next one I've done. So this next piece here, we're gonna unveil. Ha! You just got rickrolled! And there goes Riley with the music. Yeah, so you can go ahead and keep the music playing. It's a good song.
Yeah.
I can't hear it now. There we go. Yeah, so a little bit about this here piece. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's another way of rickrolling people. This is a piece that I couldn't resist doing. And in fact, this is my... So I'm going in order as to when I created each piece. This is the second one I've ever done. And this one took me a long time. It took me like, I want to say like 3 hours to do. Because this is all brush painting. And my later ones, I actually switched over to paint pens from brush painting. But yeah, but this, I'm actually real satisfied with how this piece came out. I mean, not to brag or anything, but you gotta admit, that actually does look like Rick Astley. Would you agree, Riley? That looks like...
I would. It does look like him.
Oh, the best part of the song, where he's screaming. Go back 10 seconds. Yeah, this part here, right here. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next piece. Okay, so it's time to turn the light on because it's starting to get pretty dark. But here's the next one I did. This is just kind of a random one. Gasp. This is a pretty common one you see on freight trains. And I was like, well, you know, do it to get a little more practice, you know, and like, yeah. So that's pretty much how I came up with this one. But I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. This is also a brush painted one. But yeah, so that's it for this one. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this here is the next piece I did. This is also a brush painted one. Pretty self-explanatory, batter up, and it's exclusive to Chicago White Sox fans. So, this one I actually did because, well, my family is all full of Sox fans. Like, everybody in my family, they're all Sox fans, so, you know, this one is like, I just had to do. I mean, personally, I'm not really a sports fan myself, but I respect and cheer on the Sox for my family, so this one was a must-do. But yeah, it's not perfect. I mean, like, the Sox logo, like, it's not perfect, but it's the best I could do. You know, like the brush painting it's not necessarily the easiest. Even with paint pens too, it's, you know, unless you got a fine enough tip, it's not always the easiest, which I still have yet to get some finer tips, but yeah, so overall, I mean, like I said, it's not perfect, but I'm quite satisfied with it. What do you think of it, Riley?
I think it's really good.
Thank you.
Go Sox.
Oh, you're a Sox fan too?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I just don't like the Cubs.
Oh, my mom hates the Cubs with a burning passion. Like, you could, if you talk to her, she'll tell you she hates the Cubs.
Awesome.
But yeah, and yeah, I'm not too fond of the Cubs either. I mean, like I said, I'm not a sports fan, but
And don't say that too loud, Nick. You might lose some subscribers.
Maybe I should keep my mouth shut next time.
Probably.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's not politics. Well, it's baseball politics, so I guess in a way it's politics. But anyways, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next piece.
I don't know if you're going to do a video or anything here. I'll stay out of it behind you.
You're good.
Looks like something with you.
Okay, so the remainder of these pieces are actually rolling stock from Mexican railroads, and these are actually pretty important and personal to me because, well, I'm Mexican and I grew up the Mexican way, so, you know, these are, yeah, pretty important to me. This here is a TFM boxcar, 60-foot high cube, as a matter of fact. And this one is actually double-sided in terms of graffiti. So the first side I did what reads Soy Puro Mexicano, which is Spanish for I am pure Mexican. And so I made a real embarrassing mistake in the beginning. So this side originally I brush painted, and then after I got paint pens, I corrected the mistake. The embarrassing mistake was I was not thinking, and it's like you know, I can't believe I did this, you know, and like it was a real embarrassment. But I actually got the colors backwards, and you know, you'd think, you know, being that I'm Mexican, that I would know better than to do that. But yeah, my mind was up in the clouds, But at least once I got the paint pens, I was able to fix it, correct the colors. So we're all good now at least. Now, if we take a look at the other side, this one is a very personal one. La Familia. This one was actually inspired by, it was an idea by one of my cousins, and then I just kind of went about it in my own artistic way. And then the two symbols, you see, you got the Mexican flag and the Chicago flag, and what that symbolizes is, so my family, or my ancestors, who came from Mexico, the majority of them came to Chicago, so you know, it's like it makes sense. In fact, if you're wondering where my family came from, they came from Jalisco, Arandas, Jalisco, more specifically. So, yeah. That's a little background about this here car. So why don't we move on to the next one? Okay, so this next piece here is a Felbromex grain hopper, which I did a full body graffiti job on. This one is in a special graffiti job to commemorate Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. And so as to why I chose this specific car for this graffiti job, so this was actually in a lot of custom Mexican freight cars I won on eBay. And well, this car was a custom car, custom patched for Felbromex, like I said, and the seller, or previous owner I should say, clearly had no idea what he was doing in terms of the decal work, because the decals on this side here that the graffiti's on chipped off, and yeah, so basically I had a big mess, and I tried my best to fix it, but in terms of decals, I myself don't know what I'm doing, so it didn't really turn out very well. So then, just last week it was, I came up with this brilliant idea. What if I did a full body graffiti job? So I chipped off the remaining decal on the remaining decals on this side, and then boom, I got to work on the graffiti job. But yeah, so this is actually one I'm very proud of, and a lot of people seem to really like this one too, so yeah, what do you say we move on to the next one? Real quick, Riley, before I move on to the next one, do you have any comments or anything you want to say about this one?
I would say you got a really good job on the rust on the end of the car here.
Oh, that was done by the previous owner.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I'm not going to take credit for that, but yeah, the previous owner, he did a pretty good job weathering, but in terms of decals, he had no idea what he was doing. But yeah, so it was pretty weathered, and it was perfect, you know, perfect canvas, you know, for literally completing the car, literally completing.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. This
Me
one
too.
is probably my second favorite after the Rick Astley car.
Everybody loves the Rick Astley one, it seems.
True.
Oh, we got another train coming. Alright, let's see that next train and then move on to the next one. for this last one here, we have an additional special guest joining us over the phone, Amtrak Railfan 787. Heather, say hi.
Hello.
How you doing today, Heather?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's awesome. So am I. So anyways, let's get on with this last piece here. So this piece here is a Ferrocarril del Pacifico boxcar, which is another double-sided graffiti piece. So this one is another one that whose graffiti job is important to me. So the Viva el Mariachi one is important to me because, well, I love mariachi music for one thing, and I've even, when I was in high school, I used to play mariachi music. I was part of a mariachi group. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
I have told you.
absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might have told you guys. I
I
don't
saw
remember.
that on your Instagram account for a while now.
Oh yeah. I'd like to get back into it someday because I really enjoyed the mariachi.
And guess what? I followed you and other channels that I used to have, and I followed your channel for so many years.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize that. Wow. So that's this side. We take a look at the other side. This one I think is really cool too. So this one is actually a women's right movement down in Mexico, according to what my cousin told me. Viva la Mujer is
Viva
what it's
las
called.
mujeres.
Same thing.
Yeah,
But,
I'm sorry to interrupt your little broadcast, but it's like, que viva las mujeres.
Okay, I've seen it both ways as Viva la Mujer and Viva las Mujeres. So I've seen it both ways.
Or to say like las mujeres son bien chingonas y I don't know what else to say. I'm just a little delayed in my brain right now.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really am satisfied with the way this one came out, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm terrible at drawing people, but she looks decent, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really pleased with how it came out.
I mean, you drew Rick Astley pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, I did look at a photo to help me do Rick Astley, but yeah. Oh darn
Yeah,
it, my
before you
battery's
guys
getting low.
before you guys go, call this number 248-434-5508. Once again, folks, call 248-434-5508.
Heather, I'll give you a number to call. Call 708-222-2222.
I haven't been involved in an accident. Well, thank goodness I'm not involved in an accident.
Are you sure you haven't been involved in an accident? So thank you for joining us today to take a look at my graffiti projects. I know I've been long overdue to do this, but I at least finally got around to it, and it's great to have you guys with me today. So thank you for watching. Be sure to go check out Riley and Heather on their social medias. Conductor Riley on Instagram, Amtrak Railfan 787 on Instagram and YouTube, and then of course me, Metro MP36 407 on YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button or else. And yeah, it's great to have you guys with us today. So thank you for joining and making this a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess interesting.
Just for clarification, my current Instagram account is conductor.riley, not conductor_Riley. The conductor_Riley is my old account.
Okay, good to know.
And one more thing, everyone. I have a personal account. Go ahead and more than welcome to follow my personal account. Heatheroni Pizza. Heatheroni Pizza is my other personal account for Instagram.
Heatheroni Pizza, aka Miss Conductor. Alright.
Catch me out at IRM.
Yes, and catch me out at IRM. To all three of us, catch us out at IRM. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to others. Gracias por ver.